Are you confused about cleansing? How often you should cleanse? What type of cleanser you should use? And should you even cleanse your skin? Hi, I'm Janaelston. I'm a skincare educator.
And I'm Olivia and I, a skin specialist.
Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about cleansing your skin.
Woo. So I brought up this topic to Mum because I have seen such a surge in conversation about cleansing lately. Now, what I've been finding is a lot of people saying if you cleanse more than once, you're overstripping your skin. And for me, I had a little think about that. I was like, I'm not sure about that. And I thought, why not discuss it? Because I've had people come in as well, customers, who are bringing it up when I tell them, hey, you should clean your skin morning and nighttime. They go, oh, no way, that's gonna ruin my skin. So I wanted to come on here today to talk about it. What should we be doing to our skin in terms of cleansing?
Where is this coming from? Must be TikTok. Is it TikTok?
TikTok, Instagram Reels, all of that. But we kind of had a discussion about this prior, and I have a hypothesis that the people who are spreading this information have been using the wrong type of cleanser for their skin type, which led to overstripping the skin. And then when they reduced it down, their skin enjoyed it a bit more. So
the skin's going, yay, she's not stripping my skin, right?
Yeah, so I still agree that you should cleanse morning and night. And Mum, I'm sure you can explain why. And yeah, jump right into it.
Okay, so yes, you should be cleansing your skin morning and night. It's just hygiene, right? We all know why we cleanse the skin at night, don't we? All right, at the minimum, you're taking off your sunscreen. Yeah. Because obviously you're using a sunscreen every day, hopefully.
Yeah.
So at the minimum of that, but you will remove the dirt, the dust, the pollution that sits on your skin, right? Now, you can do this experiment. You can get just an alcohol wipe at the end of the day and just, if you're not wearing makeup, not wearing sunscreen, and test it out. Just wipe it off your skin and then see what's on there. You'll see this browny, this grey stuff. That's all the dust particles, the pollution that's set on your skin. So it does accumulate and it can lead to clogging congestion. So you should be cleansing at night. We know that.
And
of course, well, it can irritate the skin. Look, recent studies have found that pollution can lead to rosacea and even pigmentation, breakouts, and premature aging because it creates free radical damage in your skin and it creates inflammation, and then you've got a whole host of other problems. So cleansing at night is very important even if you don't wear makeup. Hopefully you're wearing your sunscreen. You need to wash it off because the sunscreen is designed to stick on your skin and stay on the skin, and you don't want to be wearing it to bed. Yeah, if you're wearing makeup, that's clear and obvious. You need to remove it. But in fact, a lot of people don't remove their makeup when they go to bed. I mean, in our family, that's like unheard of, right? I'm a beauty therapist. My children were brought up from very young, learning how to care for their skin and keeping good basic hygiene with everything. So cleansing and taking your makeup off, but it does happen, and I hear people not doing it. In fact, years ago, there was an article that was trending and doing the rounds about a woman who did an experiment for a month, and she said, this is what happened to my skin when I didn't cleanse it at night. So she just talked about night and that she didn't cleanse her skin at night. And then she showed the before and after photo. And in the beginning, her skin was lovely. And then at the end, she had this dark shadow, like a grey look, and she had these breakouts. You should look it up. Just Google it. What happens if you don't cleanse your skin? Article for a month. She did it for a month. She didn't clean her skin at night for a month.
If we find it, we can put it in the description.
Yeah, show notes. So that did trend some years back. So cleansing at night is very important. And I'm sure with all this education that's out there now, that from skin specialists and beauty therapists, that you understand you need to cleanse your skin at night.
Yeah.
But what about the morning?
So one of the things that I like to say, if you think about it, your skin is going into like a repair mode when you sleep. You get all that blood flow to the skin. You may be wearing active ingredients the night before, and you want to make sure you start off with that clean base in the morning. If you don't remove it, you've got that active still on your face. Or even that, you could be going in trying to put these Luxe serums and Luxe moisturizer on your skin in the morning for you getting ready for the day. but they won't really absorb or do as much as they could if you haven't, again, remove that, do a cleanse, and start off with a clean slate.
If you think about it, cleansing is like prepping your skin. So if you have nail extensions done, if you go and have artificial nails done, they prep the nail bed with a special cleanser that strips all the oil off the skin so that the nail can adhere. So that's for that technique. If you're talking to painters who will come and paint your house, they'll need to prep the walls. They need to clean them first. Remove all the dust and everything that's accumulated on them. Sometimes they'll have to do with a scrub. Then they'll put a primer and then the paint on so it can stay on longer. So that's just that analogy there. In the morning when you cleanse your skin, you are prepping it for the day so that when you apply your serum, if you use it during the day, like a hydrating or antioxidant serum, if you're applying a moisturizer so you can get better adherence to the skin, better penetration in the skin. And then if you do wear makeup, your makeup will look so much better if you prepped your skin properly. If you cleansed your skin, you moisturized, you applied your sunscreen, and then you apply your makeup, it stays on so much better and has a better look to it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times people who come to see and they say, you know, I don't like the foundation that I'm using, it just doesn't sit right. And we look at the skin and look, it's dry and flaky in patches. It could be a good quality foundation, but they didn't prep the skin properly.
Exactly.
Right? So they think they need to exfoliate and they exfoliate and still they're not getting a result. Why? Because they're simply not cleansing properly.
Yeah.
And here is another reason why you need to cleanse in the morning. You know what I'm going to say? So while you sleep at night, your skin comes alive. All the blood that's normally in your muscles and your organs during the day to make you function and run all day long, at night when you sleep, that blood is redirected to your skin so it can undergo repair process. See, during the day, the skin is in a mode that's protective, right? It's sleeping as such, but it's just there to protect your skin from the environment. It's resting. It's a rest stage. At night, it becomes into its active stage, and that's when the blood goes to the skin. It stimulates all the healing, repair that you sustained on the skin from UV damage, from scratches, abrasions, and so on. That healing process generates a lot of waste as well that is either absorbed and eliminated through your lymphatic system or is excreted to the surface of your skin through your sweat glands, your sebaceous glands. And you've got all these waste products sitting on your skin in the morning. We sweat during the night as we sleep because that's eliminating toxins from our body. One of the key ingredients in sweat is, probably some of you heard me say this before a podcast or on my YouTube, sweat contains urea. Now, urea is a hydrating ingredient, but it's also the key ingredient in urine. So, yeah. When I say that to people, they go, urine on my skin?
Yeah. And even though it's not literally urine on your face, it does just kind of hopefully connect the dots for you. If you're a bit unsure about cleansing in the morning, that you should cleanse in the morning.
Yeah. Look, in clinics and spas, when we have people come in to get a facial or to get some help with their skin, and we look at their skin and it's looking dull and dehydrated, a lot of the times I ask them, okay, so tell me about your skincare routine at home. They often tell me they just splash water on their face in the morning. Now, water hasn't got anything in it to emulsify and remove waste products from your skin. So it'll rinse off the surface, but you get that alcohol wipe, you wipe it over your skin, you'll still see stuff on your skin. So you need to use nice gentle cleansers in the morning. And coming back to this trend about not using cleansers in the morning because you could be overstripping your skin, right? That only happens if you're using a stripping cleanser. So there are specific cleansers you can use in the morning, specific at night. You can have just the one cleanser. You can use morning and night. If you're stripping your skin in the morning, then you're probably stripping it at night as well. Yeah. So it probably is not a right product for you anyway. So you need to find a cleanser that you can use morning and night, that is kind to your skin, that is gentle, that's not going to strip your skin. However, there are some other cleansers that we use sometimes that we want to micro exfoliate, so there could be some AHA's built in, so we would use that once a day, use a different cleanser at night that's more gentle and balmy. So actually, let's talk about the different type of cleansers that are out there.
Yeah, well, there's multiple different types of cleansers, and I do like to use as a rule of thumb when I'm helping customers learn about the world of cleansers is that they usually align with your skin type. So if you think about something that's a little bit more hydrating, a little bit more thick, like such as milky cleansers, even balms, oil cleansers, those usually, mainly the milky cleanser is really, really good for a dry skin type. But before we go into more, those balms and oils are also amazing for any skin type actually. Even if you're oily, you can use those oil cleansers, but they're usually used as a pre-cleanse so that you can follow it up with your staple one.
Yep. Okay, let's separate cleansers into, I think, 3 categories.
Yeah.
So we got the pre-cleansing products, and these are typically you would use at night to remove makeup off, right? Or sunscreen.
Yeah.
So some people just enjoy doing a pre-cleanse, cleansing oil, cleansing balm. So that's where these fit in, right? Then you would have your standard cleansers. These can come in different forms. They can be gels, milks, or even creams.
Foaming.
Yeah, the gels can be foaming or non-foaming. Then you've got your milks and creams. The foaming cleansers generally for oily skin types. And they're probably the most popular. People love that squeaky clean feel on their skin. Especially when they were younger, they were oilier, they love that, and they continue using when they're older. You need to change. You really need to reassess as your skin changes as you get older. But a lot of people like, I think, the convenience of gel cleansers. You know, they're just easily to rinse off. I love milk cleansers personally. We have milk cleansers that can be appropriate for oily skin types, even acne skins, all the way to very dry skin, sensitive skin, skin with rosacea. Typically, you find milk cleansers are treatment cleansers that can treat skin types and conditions as well. And then you can have the cream cleansers, and this would be thicker, richer. Sometimes you can rinse them off, sometimes you need to tissue them off. Not as popular, I think. I think the creamy cleansers that you can rinse off are more popular. The tissue cleansers are really old-fashioned, like the cold cream that you can see in the black and white movies where the lady sits in front of her dresser and she applies this heavy cream and then tissues it off. And usually then they would follow with the alcohol toner, right? And things have changed a lot since those days. So a lot of the products are rinsed off. So we've got the gel, the milks, and the creams. And then the third type of cleansers that you would have may include some kind of an exfoliant in them. They've become very popular recently. So you can have AHAs like glycolic, you can have lactic in it, you could have salicylic cleansers, or even cleansers with scrubs in them that are designed, well, they say they're designed for daily use, that you can cleanse and exfoliate. I do not recommend that. I've never seen it work properly. It may work short term, long term I've seen damaged skin. So be very, very careful about the product you're using, and you know if it's not working for you when your skin starts to itch, burn, sting, feels dehydrated, goes red, gets irritated. Yeah, the first signs is usually dehydration. Next would be the itching. Then there will be the stinging, then the sensitivities, and so on. So the scrubs really shouldn't be used on a daily basis. AHAs in a cleanser, sometimes for short period of times, we may recommend it for a client to use as a treatment. And we tell them this is short term. It's going to work on your skin on a daily basis. We typically recommend in the morning. Now you would think AHA in the morning, it's a rinse off product. So it's only working while you've got it on the skin, then you rinse off, and it's usually much gentler than serums and masks. So we use it for short term to treat blackheads, congestion, acne, or even in some cases sun damage, pigmentation, open pores. As your skin improves, then you stop using it every day. You just use it once or twice a week as a maintenance exfoliant, right? You would find the gel, the milk, the cream, or the chemical-based exfoliant cleansers you would use typically at night. You could use in the morning your cream, your milk, and even oil. I sometimes use my rinse-off oil in the morning because I just love how conditioned my skin feels. So that's totally fine to do that. And like I said, in some cases we may recommend that they use their AHA cleanser in the morning, rinse off. if we want to really improve that skin for short term.
Yeah, I'd agree. And I feel like I've had a lot of customers who are a bit more mature and are experiencing quite severe dryness and dehydration in the skin. That's when I usually also check what cleanser they're using, and usually they're using just like a regular drugstore gel-based cleanser. I do then usually advise them to try something a little bit more milky and creamy, because I feel like that also is that nourishment that'll help their skin, because gel, as we mentioned with foaming gels especially, can just be a touch stripping.
Yeah. There are different gel products, and obviously the better quality ones won't have the alcohol in it. They won't have the stripping ingredients, stripping cleansers in it. But I would find generally the better quality brands would have a better quality gel cleanser than the cheap supermarket brands. They tend to be a little bit more astringent and stripping on the skin. So find a cleanser that works for you. Find one that you can use either morning and night, or you would use one in the morning, one at night, or if you really want to get into it, you can have at night a cleansing oil or a balm, and then follow with a milky cleanser afterwards. And you can build your skincare routine. Depends on your time, how much money you've got to invest, and how much care you want to put into your skin as well, how much you want to get those results. So again, a skin specialist or a beauty therapist will be able to advise you on the best cleansers for your skin.
Yeah.
But if you're unsure and not sure where to start, I would say the middle ground would be a milky cleanser. You can use morning and night. Find one for sensitive skin, and that would be a good place to start. If you're not sure and you can't get to a skin specialist, beauty therapist, get some advice, that would be a really good safe place to start, and then you can go from there. So I hope you enjoyed those tips. If you have any comments or questions, please pop them in the comments below. And until next time, have a beautiful week. Bye for now.
Bye.